Hey, hi, hello, and how are you? It's me, Jen. Welcome to White Cloud Tarot. Now, I was going to do this as a live, but this is a brand new setup. And while it may not be perfect because it's going to be raw, I'm not going to edit anything. You're going to hear all my sighing and all my quiet moments that I take when I look at your cards. So, for that, I'm sorry. But as previously discussed in my community tab and in my shorts, we're going through teething and sleep regression. So I am getting no sleep. My poor little one is miserable, and there is no time to do 12 separate 12 separate videos, 12 separate edits, and 12 separate uploads. On top of the intuition, on top of I'm still trying to build meditations that I really enjoy doing. So if we're gonna do Zodiac, this is how we're gonna do it. No, we're gonna cut back from weekly to monthly just for now, and I hope that you understand and that we get just as amazing results as we have been getting. Your guides and my guides are coming through with some really clear messages, and I'm astonished at some of the readings. So I'm excited to do this set, which is going to be for the rest of November. So let's bring up the cards. Okay. First, let's introduce Gary. We're bringing him back, guys. This is Gary the Panic Turtle. He is here for all of your panicking needs. Should you feel stress? Should you feel frustrated? Should you feel the need for panic? You just give it right to Gary. This is his job. Okay. Now I did shuffle and cut, and we're going to start off with Aries. Let's see if I can do this on camera. What roots Aries? And again, these are just reminders. I don't read in the reverse unless I absolutely feel called to. And for me, I find that it's more accurate. So that's what I do, right? Everybody does it a little differently. And I am sorry for the cell phone camera. It's a little laggy and sometimes gets a little wonky. So, oh, that's too many, guys. Where's Aries going? Yeah, so sometimes it gets a little wonky. So I'll try to keep an eye on it the best that I can. Ew, Aries. What changes are coming? And what's the ultimate result here? I saw ya. Oh, no beginning. Okay. So let's take a look here. I don't want too much of a shadow. I want to scan too, because I track all of your cards. This is my previous life coming back for you. I was a quality control technician. So I tend to log everything. The Excel spreadsheets are for real. Um, let's see here. We did have the Empress a couple weeks ago. You started in Empress energy, so it's interesting that you're coming out of it. Mhm. And uh, 2, 8 of swords, 4 of swords, 7 of swords, King of cups, King of pentacles, Queen of cups, and Hierophant. That's right. Okay, so last week was a week where potentially you were in a situation that was difficult to deal with and that you were having to provide a little bit of stability for those around you. So I hope that that went well. Okay, so this week it looks like we're continuing with that slow and steady wins the race kind of energy. Knight of Pentacles is talking about your physical, right? Your physical self, your physical resources, your skills, um, your tools, all those things, right? But it is very like plow horse, draft horse kind of energy. It is solid, it is strong, it is movement forward, and it is slow, right? Slow to win the race. And I mean, you could say that it's unwavering. It is it is hard work, right? Exactly what you would expect from a plow horse, right? It is hard work, it is sheer determination, and it is absolutely unwavering realism about the task at hand and the amount of work that is needed to put into the end result. So, this is a really actually good energy to be in. And it looks like you have a lot of support here. Judgment brings you rebirth, it is being called, right? And you can see here, ooh, new camera position. Sorry. You can see here that the angel is blowing on the trumpet, and quite literally, everybody is being called up. Okay. So, this is all about rebirth. It is about inner calling. It is about taking careful steps towards what your soul wants, what you want. Okay. And then that Empress energy that you were in a couple weeks ago is what you're leaving. So there was abundance here, there was birth. So you had started something, and it looks like you're ready to move on from that. And what brings you out of that energy is Queen of Wands. It is down to earth energy. It is being wholehearted. It is being very self-assured. I don't, I don't know if you can see her in this card here, but she is very still and calm on her throne. She is very upright, right? She is very forceful, but also very charismatic, and she brings with her that shadow element. That black cat that you see in the traditional Rider Waite. It is that shadow side of you. It is the side of you, and I for the longest time I would always hear people say lean into your shadow side. And I was just always thinking, well, what the heck does that mean? And that means when you have fire, when you have sadness, when you have all those things that aren't typically quote unquote happy, feelings or moments, lean into that. If you're going to be angry, own it, be into it, right? That makes you who you are. That's a part of who you are. So she brings that in a very positive way. And when she brings you out of this new birth with all of this grounded energy, that is energetic and it's cheerful, but it's very steadfast, right? She brings you into this unexpected moment. Now, towers can be um, like these unexpected downfalls, right? But we can also look at them as revelations. And so far in your reading, I don't see anything where I'm concerned that you are I don't know, gonna have an unexpected terrible thing happen to you. There's no warning here. There's no negativity or spiral down. There is just sort of like, hey, major change is coming, major revelation is coming for you. And this could be something that you have actually created yourself. And so while it may be unexpected, I believe that it's for your best, right? Because you have this beautiful brand new beginning here. Aces, all about brand new, all about mental clarity. And it looks like you're doing some of this rebirth, this being called, being slow and steady, using your positive side and your shadow side. And you're hitting this moment of instability head on, and it's giving you clarity, and it's giving you a brand new start in some type of communication or thought or um, I- truth. There's a truth there. It's justice. It's it's fortitude, right? When you think about a sword being forged in fire, it takes on an enormous amount of um, heat and stretching and bending and pounding. And so there's fortitude in this card. And so this is a really positive new beginning, as far as I'm concerned. Now, the bottom of your Rider Waite, it comes to you in the Hermit. This is, again, guidance. It is inner reflection, but in the most experienced way. And I think I have used this on this channel before. When you climb a mountain, for those of you who are hikers, it is very challenging emotionally, mentally, physically, spiritually. And by the time that you get there, just before you get to that tippy top, you're just sort of thinking, "Oh, I don't know if I can do this. I can't. I can't. I just can't anymore." And then you just push through and you're there. And it is the best feeling ever, right? And you can apply that same thing to many different areas in your life. But because of that, you get all this wisdom with the hermit. Okay. And it also comes to you as a little bit of self limiting beliefs. Again, hitting you with the challenge of, do you believe in yourself? Right? Which you should, because you have the Empress, Judgment, Queen of Wands, and Queen of Cups showing up for you. And it looks like, again, celebration. And again, you have the Emperor here. You have a bunch of cards overshadowing your reading that's showing you that you have this inner reflection, this wisdom, this guidance to get through this tower moment and to step into this new beginning. That you are very sound emotionally. You have a great intuition. There's even a psychic element to this card for some of you. But there's a self-limiting beliefs that we need to continue to work on shrugging off. At least that's how I look at it. But that there is this beautiful celebration for you coming in for the with the 3 of Cups. There's community, there's real love here with your people. And then, the Emperor brings you authority, structure. It is just another card that tells you what you're gonna go through. Hit it head on the best way that an Aries can, right? You hit it with confidence and fire and you get through it. End of that. So what I think I'd like to do, this is a really good reading so far. You could just call it, but we like to clarify, right? We like pattern if we can. And again, shuffled and cut. We're going to use the Healing Light Oracle. Can you clarify the Tower? Validate or clarify, please, for Aries. Okay. One more, please. I see ya. Okay, so your Tower moment is surrounding that moving from these turbulent waters into calmer waters. And you have all this beautiful spiritual guidance here, right? And you'll see on the sail of this ship that there is the 2 circles that create the mandorla, that creates that cat eye. And that is the direction that this card would like you to go. You should be on this ship. Okay. And paired with that is Page of Pentacles. And the Page of Pentacles, pages are like the youngest uh, energy of the suits, right? Page, Knight, Queen, King. So this tower moment is taking you out of turbulent waters. It's taking you into calmer waters, and it's giving you a new beginning in the realm of Pentacle, in the realm of the physical. It is creativity. It is being practical with that. It is, again, being trustworthy. You are building a good foundation for your night. If I'm looking at your reading, that's how I'm looking at this. Because your night is slow and steady, and the night is unwavering and realistic and hardworking. But your page is practical and trusting, prosperous. There's just a little bit more energy to a page. They're a little bit more less structured than a knight. But this particular page still cares about having an effect, right? And still cares about being very prosperous, right? And you'll see here the cat eye, the mandorla focuses right around you and the gift that you give. Okay, so your tower moment looks like it is for the good. Can we clarify the Ace of Swords? What is the new beginning the Aries can expect? Can you clarify or validate it for us, please? Okay, many options here. Wishful thinking. Something else? Can you clarify? Okay, and some hard work. It's interesting. When we clarified the ending of your reading, you get swords, pentacles, cups, and wands. So very balanced, right? Just very knight of pentacles, slow and steady, good foundation, solid, you know? It's just I just love when these little things happen because it's just sort of like it makes sense to me anyway. Okay, so your new beginning, your Ace of Wands, which is mental clarity, fortitude, truth, has been um, clarified by many options, right? Wishful thinking. And the Nine of Wands is all about hard work. It is about stamina. Again, you're getting this sort of like stamina, plow horse kind of energy. Even the Ace of Swords, fortitude. So there's something that you need to sort of like nose to the grindstone about, is what I'm seeing here. And the way through your Seven of Cups is to not get lost in it, right? You have every single cup that you have, all the gifts that you are being given right now, they all have something great. And so the way through is with the light, it's with inner um, connection to yourself, to your spirit guide, to your angels, to God, whatever it is that you believe in. And you spend time in that place in meditation, in a walk, in 5 minutes alone to yourself in bed, undisturbed if you're so lucky to get that. um, and you just sort of go through all of your options and you pick the one that makes you feel the best because that's how we keep our vibrations high, right? And when we keep our vibrations high, that we are walking the path that we're meant to be walking. And when you feel like you've narrowed it down, then at that point you just sort of pick one that feels the best and you work on that one option. And you keep on going from cup to cup to cup to cup or gift to gift to gift to gift, whatever it is that you're being given this week, Aries. And that way you don't get lost in it. I don't know how many of you are great starters and finishers. I'm a great starter and not a great finisher. So it is best practice with the 7 of cups to just go cup to cup, so that way you don't get into this, oh, what do you wanna say? It's like displacement, it's like you get stuck because there's too much, you know? So this way you go ahead and hit everything head on, and it's one at a time, right? Which is hard work, which is why you're getting your 9 of wands. This is creativity for sure. It's fire, it's I mean, it's wands, right? So it's creativity, but for me in this reading, it is stamina. It is hard work. It is the definition of you're really going to have to sort of dig in. Maybe that hard work isn't with all the stuff in the cups, but maybe that hard work is actually finding the time to triage all the stuff in the cups, right? So different for everybody. That's a challenge of reading for the collective. It hits for some, it doesn't hit for others. So take from it what you will. But the bottom of your deck here is Page of Swords. So again, kind of piggybacks off the Ace of Swords a little bit. It is a brand new beginning. It is using your mind. It is truth. It is justice. It is again having fortitude. But the mandorla here you'll see is around this figure's head, right? It is making sure you have mental clarity and that you're using it. So that's definitely validation for us. Ace of Wands, brand new beginning. Again, validation. There is something that you are confident about, that you are courageous to take on. It is a creative endeavor. That's why we're seeing the Nine of Wands, because there are other cards that show us stamina and hard work, but the wand showed up for you specifically. So there is some type of creative endeavor here for you. And this is enthusiasm. You're excited about it. Empress again. Beautiful. I know you're coming out of the Empress, but she is still overseeing this. And the way we look at that is that because the Empress showed up for you 2 weeks ago, I believe, as the energy you were in, that is something that you have ingrained in you, right? It became a part of your foundation because you did the work that you needed to be doing. So now when you're coming out of the Empress in this reading, she still oversees it for you because you have the foundation of it, which is great. So this again is showing us birth. This is showing us something new. And you're going to be victorious at it. Six of Wands, right? Again, Queen of Pentacles. Like, this is a great reading, Aries. Okay. So thank you for showing up. I really appreciate it. And we are going to shuffle these back in and draw for Taurus. And because I'm doing a video, I may put in some fun music for you guys. I'm not really sure. It depends on how much time we have. Don't judge me with my shuffling. Oh, yeah. I meant to say, don't judge me for breaking out the Christmas dog shirt yet. Okay? There is some chilly weather here for us, and this shirt is just so soft and cozy. So I wanted to wear it. Okay. Oh, that's right on top of judgment. No, let's do better. Let's do better. And I'm going to do some hand over hand shuffling. It's not typically what I do, so it may take me a little bit longer. It depends on, what guides and I agree on. But I don't want to kill you with the sound of it. The microphone is right here. These are the perks of editing, right? Sorry. Oh, easy there. Everybody get in line. Okay. And I'm terrible, by the way, because when I'm normally doing these things, I'm normally having to do them very quiet because the baby's sleeping. So I have just learned to not externalize. So if I'm just sitting here shuffling and I don't say things, please be patient with me. I am learning. But what I am doing as I'm mentally preparing is I'm asking for my guides to clear Aries energy and to bring in Taurus for the month, please. And usually I'll get like a nudge that we're done shuffling or 2 more times or something like that. Sometimes if I shuffle and cards are just flipping out left, right, and then upside down, it just sort of depends on the feel, right? Sometimes I feel like I have to clear the energy between ducks. I can feel it. Sometimes your guides are just like interested in talking. Those are the best readings. Okay. Can you give us what roots Taurus, please? Thank you. And that was eager to come out. Too many. That's too many. Can you give us what Taurus is coming out of? A little instability. Those hassles. Love that hassle card. Perfect. That's exciting stuff. Okay. Where are we going? Where's Taurus going? And what is the most likely outcome? Perfect teamwork, mastery, competence. Okay. So just like before, well, for those of you who tuned in for Aries, we are going to just take a look back um, at your previous weeks because I track it all. All right, let's hear 2 weeks ago. Magician, Devil, Two of Swords, Ten of Swords, you Fool. So you were going into Fool energy 2 weeks ago. Hangman. No, Magician again. Strength. Four of Swords, King of Cups, Page of Cups, and then the Devil energy. Okay. Okay. So here's what I'm looking at. Taurus, there is like this just happy, peaceful, awesome joyousness that you have within you. It looks like you have done a lot of the work to create this safe space where you are happy, everyone's happy around you, and you are loving every minute of it. But it was work, right? With the 10 of cups, she's got some dirt on the bottom of her dress. Like she had to work to get here, right? And that sometimes the best things in life come with work, right? Figure out a way. Um, and I think that that makes sense because you were, I believe, stepping out of conformity last week, if I remember correctly. I would think we were talking about having to take your own path, regardless of what that meant for the way people felt around you. That where you really needed to honor yourself. So it looks like that's what you did. And this is actually being supported or complicated depending on how you deal with it with the 7 of cups, right? There are a lot of options in front of you. And this 7 of cups talks to you about making sure you have the ability to go inward and really sort of know what's important so that you can triage all of your options. Because this is wishful thinking to the nth degree, and it is many, many, many gifts that are being given to you, and sometimes when you have too much, it becomes difficult to take a step forward. So make sure that um, spend some time in some quiet reflection, whatever that means for you. Meditation, a walk, maybe heading to bed 5 minutes earlier than everybody so that you have a little bit of quiet time to yourself, or waking up earlier and just sitting and having some cup of coffee, whatever it means to you. Just make sure you have like a little bit of quiet time to sit and really sort of ponder what's going on. That's the best way to get along with 7 of cups. And this 5 of, swords is here for you. And the 5 of swords comes to you as, self-interest, right? It's, discord, it's instability, and you're leaving it. So who cares what it is, right? Like, I don't know how else to say it. Sorry. um, the work that you have done has put you in a spot where you are no longer willing to accept this unstable energy, these hassles, these little conflicts with people. You've risen above it and you're moving on. And what's helping you with that is this brand new beginning. This is a leap of faith. This is um taking on something new, something that's a bit like risk taking. It feels like you're taking a risk with whatever it is that you're doing, and you feel so good about it because you feel totally supported by the universe. And it looks like you are, right? Because you're going right in to the Queen of Wands. So this sort of like new beginning, this risk taking energy is bringing you into this whole of like down to earth, um, cheerful, really self-assured energy where you've mastered being queen and you've mastered that shadow side of yourself as well. So there's real balance here for you. And that brings you into this mastery, right? This 3 of Pentacles talks about, um, being totally competent at what you're doing, and then just sort of like having some teamwork and bouncing ideas off of people and double checking things. But you are building beautiful structures, whatever that is, if that's a product or an idea or an online thing or whatever new adventure it is that you're doing, there is something here that only you can do, and you're doing it very well, and you're working really well with others while you're doing it. Now, the bottom of your Rider Waite, it's just the Sun card. It's not a big deal. It's only happiness to the nth degree behind the safety of an amazing, beautiful wall adorned with sunflowers, basking in the warm, beautiful sun rays, getting all your vitamin D. That's all. Again, new beginning, Page of Swords, talking about using your mind. You're witty, right? This is fortitude as well. It's also being a little bit truthful. But this is you having some stamina, right? Again, Page of Wands. This is another new beginning, but these are not like new beginnings in the realm of the Fool or the Aces. These are a little bit more uh advanced, I guess, new beginnings because you've done the work, right? Ace through 10. So now you're starting off as a page. So you're a little bit more experienced here. But this is creativity, it's enthusiasm. There is confidence here. You're literally growing leaves off a stick. Good for you. You know what I'm saying? And then again, celebration. This is a beautiful reading. So, for those of you who don't know why I read the bottom of the deck, it kind of gives like this overview of the actual reading, which again is just talking about new beginnings, beautiful happiness. You're exactly where you need to be. Perfect. Now we're going to clarify here. Let's clarify, and we're going to use the Healing Light Tarot. Okay. Let's clarify that 7 of Cups. See if we can give you a little bit of guidance. That's too many. What's the problem with the 7 of Cups? It's too many. Can you please thank you. Thank you. Sorry. If you would like any actual validation that you are where you should be, you are being given a turning point and the 10 of Cups, the exact same card that indicates where you are currently at. This is beautiful, honestly. This 7 of Cups here is exactly what you need to continue on your path. So, Taurus, let's take a look at the bottom of your deck. Okay, so there's the 7 of Pentacles. Now, this particular 7 of Pentacles talks about, a farmer here or person who has planted pentacles. And when they came up, there are some that are damaged. Okay. And so there are some that are not. So this is a predicament card. Do you take the pentacles that are undamaged, leave everything else? Do you take everything and try to salvage what you can? Or do you just leave it all? Right? And so option 1 and option 2, taking something is still going to be hard work, right? And you have to make it over here to the light. Like this is the journey of this card is to decide what you're going to do here and keep going to the light because either way, no matter what you decide, you still have a journey to take. Okay. Magician, it's like the spark of a new idea. It's going in any direction, any suit. Creativity, truth, communication, emotions, intuition, psychic ability, resources, anything really. The magician has the ability to command the spirit world, and you can create um, any direction you would like to go. Right? This is the spark. This is the beginning. and it's here for you this week. This is why. This is why I love to do the readings, right? Sun card. Okay. That's your reading, Taurus. Whatever it is that you're doing, I hope that it goes really well, this month and that you enjoy your holidays as well. Okay, we're moving on. Thank you so much for showing up. Okay. I will say, towards the end there, I did hear that little child of mine crying. So I may actually have to do a pause and an edit. So I'm glad I didn't do a live. I'm sad I didn't do a live because, you know, it would be nice to kind of like have you guys here and do the feedback and do the talking. And maybe if you had questions, I could answer a couple of questions as well. But we'll get there, right? So just be patient with me, please. I needed this, by the way, because I listened to a true crime podcast or a true crime live for somebody that I really enjoyed listening to because this person brings like this level-headedness, to it. Like a little bit of fire, a little bit of spunk, right? But like level-headed. And this live was not that. And at the end of it, I left feeling really confused, and a little, you know, not happy. A polite way to put it. There were some assertions that I personally found to be completely inappropriate, personally, right? But not that you guys know what that is. My point is, sorry, like dancing around the subject. My point is, I was feeling drained, and it's not how I normally feel. So I'm happy to do this reading because it helps me recenter being here. But it would have been nice to have you guys here because I already feel better, and you're not actually here. We're gonna move on to this is what you're gonna get, by the way, with unedited nonsense. We're gonna go on to Gemini. So give me a minute because I thought about that moment in my life. Okay, Gemini. What roots you this week going into the rest of this month? I keep saying this week. I mean month. My guides know. They know. Okay, listen, I'm not sure what I'm gonna do. Too many. Take it easy. I'm not sure if we get 4 aces again, what I'm gonna think. What are we coming out of? Ooh, we're coming out of some heartbreak. Some good old-fashioned melancholy. What's bringing Gemini out of that? I saw you. Leadership. New adventure. See what I mean about the camera? I am so sorry. This is where we're at. Where is Gemini going? Wherever you're going, it's on a wild ride. Fast and divinely guided, Gemini. Again, too many. What's the end goal here? Interesting. Okay. For those of you that are hanging out, I am sorry. But for those of you who have not, I'm going to take a second to look at where you guys were at last week and the week before that because I track. Don't judge me. Okay, so Six of Swords, Temperance, 10 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 10 of Swords, King of Cups, 6 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 2 of Wands, and then you had your Aces, Pentacles and Cups. I think we clarified with Sword and Wand. Okay. So it looks like you're still rooted in this new energy, right? Um, you've leaned into the mental clarity version of new energy. This is using your mind. It is being truthful. It is all about there's I know I say fortitude all the time with this card, and I'm sorry, but that's like when I think of the swords and how they're forged, that's what I think of. You are grinding it out here in this new beginning, which doesn't shock me, because my mother is a Gemini and I know how she is, and that woman can get it all done. It's amazing to me. Um, and so this sort of grinding out energy, this new beginning, this mental clarity, it's being supported by this brand new spark, right? This you are commanding here the spirit realm, right? This is going in any direction of the four suits, whatever direction you would like to go in, which we already know that you were given that last week. And so which direction are you going to go in, right? There's power here. This is a card of action. This is the spark. This is the beginning of something. And with that energy, you are in a spot now where you are leaving. You are leaving this Three of Swords, this painful event, this baggage that you've been carrying with you. You no longer wish to carry it. You're putting it down. Good for you. Fantastic. And you're using another three, which is fantastic, a parallel movement to come out of that. This is about exploration. This is about moving forward. You are a figure here on the shoreline and you're just sort of like surveying this whole sea, this whole landscape, seascape, and you are taking leadership for yourself and everyone you're responsible for, and you are deciding which direction you need to go in. Okay. And so this is exciting, right? This is creativity, right? This is a wand. This is confidence. This is this is courage. This is fire. This is exciting. This is freedom, right? And you are moving into the Chariot card. This is divinely guided movement, right? Sometimes, you can be like actual travel. But for me, the Chariot really resonates in the fact that you are on the right path because you are being pulled by these sphinxes and you have no reins, you have no control over them. They are in control. They are being divinely guided. You have all this beautiful yellow here. You have the stars, on the canopy, and on his crown. There is divine guidance here for you. And this card is quick. Whatever's happening, it is going to happen like that. Okay? And it moves you into this 7 of swords, right? It moves you into a moment of maybe there's some trickery happening, but maybe this is strategy. Let's clarify that before we look at the bottom of the decks. Can you validate or clarify the 7? Qualify. Validate or qualify, please. I see you. I see you. Gemini, stop it. Okay. So, to me, I see you as using the 7 of Swords as strategy, right? There is strategy here in this card. This person, right, is traditionally like described as a thief. But it's entirely possible that this person is going into a neighboring camp the night before a battle, stealing the swords so that his army has an advantage, right? There's strategy here in this card, among other things. And what I see based on your reading and the clarification is strategy because you are being clarified with victory, victory of the wands, right? You're using wands to come into the chariot. And in the end, you have this victorious pride card. This is fire. This is excitement. Um, yeah, it's a triumph. And it's also clarified by the Ace of Pentacles, right? Again, that material force, that prosperity, right? This is like that practical energy. It's trust. It is a new beginning of your physical realm, right? Be it resources or skills, knowledge, tools, your physical self. There is a new adventure here for you. So you're using the mental clarity to come out of this sadness, right? And you're starting this new beginning, taking the leadership, using this sort of like intuitive knowledge of how to move forward into some strategy. And again, you're on your way, Gemini. Perfect. What can I say? It's good to be a Gemini. Normally only say that about Pisces. Okay. So bottom of your deck for the Rider Waite is 10 of Pentacles. Perfect. Happy, happy community, happy family, abundance, health. This is where we all want to be. And this is overshadowing your whole reading. So this is beautifully placed. Page of Pentacles. So you're starting again, it's new, right? And you're getting all these aces, it's new, but you're being I was going to say you're being cared for. You're being watched out for, right? By this energy that is just a little bit more advanced. And so I believe that that's where you're going if that's not already where you are. Right? And again, showing up with the 7 paired with the Devil and the Tower. This doesn't shock me, these cards together. The Tower moment is that unexpected event, right? The Devil can be bondage and materialism, but it can also be stepping away from conformity. It's stepping away from like what people expect of you. So like when you follow your own path, sometimes people have a hard time with that because, well, why are you doing that? Well, because I want to. Makes me happy. It's like not an answer that we accept in this society, is it? And so you're feeling in a little bit of a need here to be defensive and to stand up for yourself. Um, but in the end, it's like, Page of Swords, Page of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles. This is you're right on par. There's the sun. So don't worry about that. That Tower, Devil, you got it. Again, new beginning here on the bottom of the Healing Light Tarot. Ooh, there's that decision. Decision needs to be made. Forgive me, by the way, for the card placement. Everything's a new setup. I promise you, I'm gonna nail it. So there's a new decision. I don't have words. 10 of Pentacles again. Good job. Perfect. And then you do see like the 10 of Swords here, but like, it's an ending. There's something that's ending, right? You can't have beginnings without endings. So I'm not worried about that at all. Maybe it's something that you don't want to see end, but in the end, like things start and end, and you have a really good, you're really well emotionally grounded, and you have a lot of practicality coming out in your reading, so I think that you're gonna come through this just fine. And, King of Pentacles on the back half of that. So you are prosperous to the nth degree, Gemini. So good for you. Thank you so much for showing up for this big old long reading and for accepting the new format. And if you didn't hear the beginning, this is just kind of the way that I have to get it done if we're going to get it done at all. So thank you for your patience and for accepting this raw, unedited version. And I would love to do this live, I think, so that we can have some chit chat, while I'm shuffling and whatnot. But I think until I get camera placements down and exactly what I'm going to do, and this beautiful little child of mine gets out of her teething slash sleep regression stage, this is just the best bet in order for me to get a reading to you that's meaningful. So thank you for your patience with me. Oh, I probably should be saying it in between every reading. I finally got my website up, whitecloudtarot.com. There's some stuff on there. As with my whole life, like I want it to be a little bit more established than it is. But we're at where we're at. And if we don't move forward, then we never move forward. So you have what you need to know on there. It all answers all the most important, pertinent questions. But I would love to get like a blog community going, just talking about, card meanings. Like card meanings are, while there's some structure, right, to a specific card, it means something different to almost everyone because it's a tool, right? Tarot's a tool. And, it is lighthearted advice. And the reason that it's lighthearted advice and that it's a tool is because it's meant to channel you, right? It's meant to channel, or in this case, it's meant to channel me, channeling you. I don't know why I thought that was so funny. It's because it's 2 a.m. So like having a spot where we can sort of like talk about like what the Fool means to you and why it means that. I love that. I love that. We don't really see that too often in too many places, and what resonates for one person may not resonate for another because we're all at different stages in our life at different times, right? So, I know the Fool for me 10 years ago is not what it is now. And that's okay because that's what it's meant to be. That's my personal journey with my tool, right? Okay, thank you for listening to me ramble as I shuffle. And we are going to go right into Cancer. Ooh. There's your root, Cancer. This is some fast moving, decisive, blunt energy. Jeez, what are you doing? Where are you going so quickly? Slow down. Okay. Where are we going to? Where is Cancer going in such a rush? Yeah. It's not as bad as it looks, I promise. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at you. Okay, good. This makes sense to me. This is exactly what I was, hoping. It's what I knew was gonna come out. Okay, let's see here. I wanna take a look, for those of you who are just joining in, looking at your spreadsheet, I keep a detailed spreadsheet of what I pull, and so I've tracked the past 2 weeks, and it looks like you were in queen energy with some ace and some pages. Ace of swords, nine of swords, and then you had 3 of pentacles, 9 of pentacles. There's your 9 again. So she was supporting you last week, and now she is helping you along again. 2 of pentacles, 4 of swords, knight of swords. You were moving into the knight of swords last week, and 5 of pentacles. Okay, so this is good in the realm of you ended in the knight of swords last week. Okay. And because of all the work that you did, you are now rooted in that knight of swords. So perfect. You're exactly where you should be. And what is support? Well, let me talk about the knight of swords. This is a very fast card. This knight is running that horse ragged, right? He is charging against the wind, heading in. Okay. So the most positive aspects of this are going to be you are very decisive. You know exactly what you want. You're going to get there. Period. And the most negative aspects of this is that you're just a bit blunt and you're moving just a hair too quickly, so slow down. But you came in upright and it's being paired with the chariot. So I think this is absolutely you knowing exactly what you want. You're not afraid to, tell people. You're not afraid to go get it. And you are being supported by this divine guidance, which is giving you again this fast moving energy and you know where you're going, right? Um sorry. Um just making sure I didn't miss anything here. And it's interesting because so this is sort of like a winning card, right? And then you're coming out of this like very guys are going to laugh at me. That's okay. This strength card, do you remember Caesar Milan? How he would always just like have this quiet strength that's how you handled, your animal companion. And whether you agree or not, that's not what we're talking about here. It's just every time I see it, I always think of that like you don't have to talk in order for people to understand that you've created this boundary. You are capable of taming this lion. There's no discussion, there's no emotional meltdown, there's no nothing. This is just a quiet strength that you have to tame a wild lion. It's a beautiful energy to have. And so you've mastered this, right? And you're coming out of it. And what's bringing you out of this energy is this abundance, this beautiful 9 of pentacles. This is a lush garden, right? For those of us in Napa County and or the Finger Lakes region, this is a beautiful reminder of what a lush vineyard looks like. There's abundance here. Right? There is nutritional abundance. There is financial abundance with turning that into money. There's literal money on her, vines. And the fact that she has the bird perched, right? Again, it's just sort of this command of the animal realm, right? And you are able to do that because you have a quiet calm in you, right? There's almost a spiritual connection to that, which you do see with all this yellow, yellow, yellow. That is all indicating a very spiritual card. It's a spiritual connection. So whether you realize it or not, it's there. And this abundant, grounded card, right? This is diligence. Um, it's detail. Um, self-reliance is what it is. I think that's what the strength card gave you. You really understood what you needed to do to work on you. And I think that that's why you're getting this 3 of swords, right? And so 3 of swords is all about heartache and loneliness and depression and all the icky ickies of swords piercing your heart. But when the 3 of swords shows up for us, it's never a, "Hey, you're going into this." That's not how it works. Spirit does not want us. Source, God, angels, the universe, whatever you wanna call it, that energy does not want us to be in this 3 of swords energy. They bring it out as an acknowledgement that it is something you've been carrying with you and that you've done all this beautiful work, and it's time to let it go. And you're ready, right? Especially with this Chariot card showing up. Victory. Strength card showing up for you, the foundation you've built coming out of it into this beautiful self-reliance card. You're ready to let go of this. Do you feel like you are? I do. Like, I don't feel I'm a total Pisces all day, every day. I will feel energy. So if I sit across from someone and I just like, I can, I just start crying. I just feel overwhelmed. I feel anxious. I feel tears coming behind my eyes. Every single time I acknowledge that, that person is going through something terrible and they're just on the surface okay. But when you're not okay under that surface, that energy comes out, right? We exchange energy all the time, right? And so what my point is, I don't feel that at all. I don't feel any welling up of tears. I don't feel panic. I don't feel a racing heart. I feel like excitement because you are ready to let it go. And there is this new emotional beginning. This is love. This is intimacy. This is intuition. You are being given a gift here. And it's because you're letting this go. And I'm going to do my normal PSA. Prove me wrong. You cannot appreciate what love is if you've never had heartache. Just kind of the yin and yang of things, right? And so, because you went through this and you're willing to do the work to let it go, there is this amazing new beginning for you. So, oh, look at the bottom of your deck. Yay! This is utter validation, right? This is connection. It is just attraction. Look at this card. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Take it easy. He is reaching out to her, right? This is soulmates. This is beautiful, right? A little bit of inner reflection going on. Queen of Swords. Sometimes it's divorce. So maybe you went through it and you're on your pay, you're on your way, you know? But this is also somebody who knows what they want. And again, Knight of Swords, not afraid to say it, being decisive, communicating, you're witty, you're funny, you're smart. 10 of Pentacles, perfect, happy, abundance. This is what everybody wants. So Cancer, this is a good reading. This is amazing. November's going to be great for you. Let's clarify. I want to clarify the ace. I'm not clarifying that 3. I don't care what you guys say. No reason to. Not dwelling on it. You're moving on. I feel it. Page of Swords. You are ready. You are ready for this mental clarity. Validate, please, or further clarify. Mental clarity. Taking another one because I swear to God, if I get another mental clarity card, can you further validate, please? Okay. Ooh. Cancer. Oh, bottom of your deck. 3 of Swords. Validation, right? You're exactly where you should be. A lot of options, a lot of wishful thinking, a little bit of instability here for you. But goodwill, love, nostalgia. This is great. 2 of Wands, you have a decision to make. Okay. You have a decision to make on how to move forward. I'm sorry. It makes sense in my head and I forget that I'm talking to people because you're not here. So I finish the thought in my head and I forget to externalize it. Here's what we have here, this new beginning. Page of Swords again, newer beginning, but much more experienced, right? This is all about using your mind. It's all about being truthful, right? You have to be truthful with the people around you and yourself, right? In order to have true connection, true love, true intuition, true spiritualism, true everything that the cups represent, you have to be honest with yourself and those around you. Okay. And that 8 of Pentacles, it is traditionally a card of hard work, working hard, creating this masterful, beautiful product. You can sell it for astronomical prices, and because of who you are and what you do, people will pay it. But in this context, this is mental clarity for me. See the mandorla here, the cat eye of the 2 circles, how they converge and create this third sort of cat eye? This person is working with a hammer and a chisel. This person has to have a very clear idea of what they're doing before they do it. Okay? So there is mental clarity here. There is planning here. You make one wrong move, you can't undo it. So you really need to be honest with yourself and communicate clearly, have a very clear plan, right? And this Queen of Wands, this particular Queen of Wands, she's a very fiery lady. We'll just put it to you that way. This is all about being energetic, being self-assured. There's a sensual aspect of this card here. So this brings me right back to this new beginning, this love. This is love. This is a relationship. I think. Could just be with yourself. You could just be reconnecting with yourself. Right? But there is fire here. You are in the water and you are still ablaze. There is emotional connection here and passion. So this is while you're being clarified here with a lot of thoughts, a lot of mental clarity, there is still a lot of emotional undertow and a lot of fire. And because she's queen, you know, she's at the top. So she's gonna overshadow your page and your 8 of Pentacles a little bit. So make sure you're being honest, but have fun. Lean into it. Okay. Cancer, thank you. Making sure I got both the bottom of your deck and we're good to go. Thank you for showing up. I hope that you have a really great month. We're going to see you in November. I did get the website up, so take a look at that. And I'm going to shuffle and we're going to get ready to go with Leo. Okay. All right. So I'm just asking for spirit to clear Cancer's energy for me and to bring in Leo's for the month of November. Let's see. 1 minute. Thank you. Sorry. I am not editing any of that out. So whatever that sounded like, and I am super sorry. Okay, clear Cancer, please. Bring in Leo. Clear Cancer, please. Bring in Leo. Okay. Let's take a look here, Leo. Where are you rooted this week? I don't know if you guys can hear that. The wonderful little dog that I have, one of them, and by little I mean she's just my baby. She's not little. Is under her dog bench. Too many cards. She's decompressing. Leo, you are sticky because you don't want to fess up. Listen here. We don't have honesty. You can't make moves forwards. There we go. Okay. Well, it looks like a bit of a tough start, but it ends really, really well. And again, I'm so sorry for my phone. The camera I have to use for the cards. So we're going to take a look here. You were in 7 of Wands 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry, 7 of Swords 2 weeks ago. Star, 5 of Swords, Page of Wands, 6 of Swords, 2 of Cups. 4 of Cups, 10 of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, 3 of Wands, Empress, and 6 of Swords. Okay. Okay. So it looks like that move that you were making into calmer waters last week has created some kerfufflery. So the 5 of Wands shows up to you as instability, right? It's a little bit of, like, disagreement, it's competition, it's hassles. It's like these kids are wielding the wands, and they're fighting, but they're not really fighting, right? So, um, I feel like there's just a bit of instability for you this week, and there's a painful ending. Yeah, you're choosing you're choosing to walk away from something because here's how I look at this, right? So you're in this energy here where you're a little bit unstable, and that doesn't mean, like, emotionally you're unstable. It just means that there's something where you don't have, like, a normal day-to-day occurrence. There is something shifting, there's something changing, and it's just creating a little bit of, like, instability, right? Um, and so you have this instability, but I think it's because there's something that's ending, and it's something that's extremely challenging for you, and you've been worrying about it. That move to calmer waters is really vexing you, I think. Um, but you have this Knight of Pentacles here who's looking, uh, not just right, because you go this way, you go root, this is support or conflict. This is what you're coming out of, what's helping you come out of it, and where you're going. So your Knight of Pentacles is presenting his pentacle to the Knight of Cups. However, the Knight of Pentacles is also clearly very, facing your painful ending here. And so I think that what that means is that you are slow and steady making these changes to come out of this anxiety, but you're having to go through a painful energy or a painful ending here. And it's taking you a long time to get there. But we love the Knight of Pentacles. We love our plow horse, right? Because it's very realistic. And when we make realistic, slow changes, those are the changes that stick because you're listening to who you are. So I say this on this channel all the time, right? When you don't honor who you are and you don't live in your happy place, then your vibration is not where it needs to be and you'll still have all this instability constantly throughout your whole life. It's kind of how it goes. Okay. Um, Now, granted, we do have to balance that with the world that we live in, the world that we've made or was made for us, and that we just perpetuate. We do have to balance all of that happiness with being practical and realistic about working and bills and doing all the things that we need to be doing in order to be happy and healthy. Okay. So it's not all just like frolicky free time. It's not all the sun card, right? It's not all like, 3 of cups where you're just dancing around. It is work, right? And that's what the Knight of Pentacles brings us. It is the realistic, hardworking, unwavering energy, but it's slow and steady and it's super supportive. And this is pulling you out of this angst and anxiety. It's pulling you out of all this painful ending nonsense and is bringing you into the Knight of Cups. And this card here talks about just going home, right? Being loving, um, stepping in to your sensitivity here, right? There's romance, um, there's intuition here. is this night is very in touch with his intuition, his psychic side, right? Especially being in a cup, but you see the water going through here. This horse is prancing, right? This is fanciful, right? This is imagination. So this is refined. This night has been through it. The other thing I'm seeing too. When you have night show up, I want you to just envision the time frame in which the cards were made. Knights were on the battlefield, and you didn't have the Knight of Swords show up, or the Knight of Wands show up, which are fast moving, very blunt, very direct, very like light the world on fire kind of knights. In this painful situation where you have anxiety, worry, and a little bit of instability, you have showing up for you very slow, steady, emotionally sound, uh, psychically connected knights who have been on the battlefield. They have been through it. So this makes sense. This is beautiful. This is perfect. You are being cared for by yourself as well as, right? And when you step in to this loving side of yourself, this intimate side of yourself, this sensitive, refined, introspective side of yourself with the Knight of Cups as you come home, right? You come right into the Queen of Cups. This is she is it, right? When it comes to emotional maturity, loving, caring. She is intuitive, she is psychic, she is available to her people, she is kind and loving to herself. She's got it all, right? Beautifully dressed, adorned throne. This is a really beautiful energy to be in, especially if you're here starting this week. So trust the process, right? That's how I look at this reading. This is a really great reading, Leo. Okay, let's look at the bottom of your deck. I'm sorry, I'm lost. So we've talked about this all the time that the videos that I've done in the past, like, you guys don't see it because I edit a lot of it out. But I am a typical Pisces, you know. I don't think that I'm intuitive, but I hate to use the word empathic. Regardless, I feel a lot of people's energy, and I'm very still and quiet as I look at your cards because I almost feel tearing up, but not because I'm sad, because I feel like I can take a breath. And I don't know if that makes sense to you. So that's why I was a little quiet and breathing. I wanted to explain that to you. Bottom of your deck, Page of Pentacles, brand new, prosperity, having an effect, trustworthy, trusting yourself. This is great. This oversees everything. And we talked about this. Trust the process. That's what this energy is bringing to you. Followed by that Two of Swords, a decision that needs to be made that might be blocked. There's an emotional blockage here. Or there's a stalemate. Either you don't want to see it or you're not being allowed to see it. But you're shrouded in the moon here. So to me, this is a little bit of fear. There's something that's going on here that makes you nervous. But you have this new beginning, right? This is prosperity, this is practicality, this is trust, this is abundance. I know people look at this and go, "Yay, financial career." But for me in this reading, this talks about you trusting yourself and being very practical. So that Two of Swords can go away, right? The Lovers, again, a decision. That decision, you're able to make the decision when you trust yourself. Okay. Hard work. Hard work, mental clarity. Okay. You're on point. You're on point, Leo. Let's clarify. Um, sorry for my sniffles. Again, I would have edited that out. I'm gonna be saying that this whole video. I'm sorry. Um, what do we want to know? I'll clarify the Ten of Swords. I'm sort of tempted not to because it's something that you're leaving, but let's clarify it here. Can we validate or clarify, give a little bit of guidance here with this Ten of Swords to Leo? Please. I see ya. Ten of Pentacles. Can we have another validation, please? Ace of Pentacles. I know if you remember, we got the Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of your Rider Waite deck, right? There's something that was permanent that is over. There is this happy family environment, happy community, connection. I mean, even in these cards, right? Instead of the traditional very happy 10 of Pentacles, even these figures look a little bit, um, I don't know, sullen, I guess is the right word, or downtrodden. Do I know any current words for they look a bit sad. Um, because I think that this ending is surrounding family, it's surrounding community. There's an ending here. And then even, with this Ace of Pentacles, Ace is talking about, like we just discussed here at the bottom of this deck, this trust, the practicality. I think you've lost trust in yourself, or maybe you lost trust in the community, and that's why you were leaving. I think you lost trust in yourself. If I'm being honest, I feel it. Because that's why you're being asked to trust yourself. That's why you're being asked to be intuitive. That's why you're being asked to come into these emotionally sound cards. Um yeah, so I think that that's what the 10 is surrounding. Let's take a look at the bottom of this Healing Light Tarot. So this is the 4 of Swords. And this is all about reflection, right? Making sure you're taking time for that inner reflection. Think about what it is that you want that makes you happy. Lean into knowing what makes you happy, being practical as well. But reflection is encouraged over this whole reading here, right? There's that 9 of Swords. In this card, the out is standing up on the bench, taking a sword and cutting yourself free, right? Because those swords were very heavy. They easily could cut through, one of those links with enough force. Swords are also words, right? They're thoughts, they're words. So using your words, using your thoughts is the way to get through this a little bit angst and anxiety in this particular deck. And so this is talking to you about this inner reflection on what makes you happy and communicating that. Don't be afraid to communicate that. Whatever that is, to whomever that is, it's important, right? Your thoughts, your happiness, your wants are important and we need to externalize them. That's okay. Okay. And if it's not okay, then that's a whole other story. But again, there's your 6 of Swords. So there is a journey here. From rough waters to calmer, right? So from instability to happy place. but it's gonna take a little bit of trust in yourself, Leo. So, good luck this week. I hope it go this week. I keep saying this week because 'cause I'm used to it. It's this month. We're looking at this month because 'cause I'm not gonna see you guys again until December. Um, so good luck this month, and I hope that it goes well, and I sincerely appreciate you showing up for this impromptu, what should have been a live but turned out to be a video, and see you in December, probably before then. I may have some free time. This child of mine, she is in, uh, a transition period. So she's making it difficult. I feel bad for her, I should say that. Okay, so as I shuffle and I purge Leo's energy, and we're gonna step into Virgo, I would like to remind everybody that I got my website up. It's just like sort of a new endeavor for me. So head over there, check it out if you wouldn't mind. I always love feedback. I'm not one of those people that's like, oh, this person's just being mean. You do the best you can. And when you don't have a team of people because it's just you, it's kind of nice to get a little bit of feedback, from the people who choose to spend their time with me. Okay. Virgo. Virgo. Do-do. Did I just now break out the singing? Trust me. I've spared you guys in previous videos. I have edited all that out. Poor Aquarius got, you know what song Aquarius got every time I did a reading. But I spared you guys. All right, Virgo. Let's take a look here. What grounds you this week? What grounds you this week, my friends? There you are. Ooh-wee. Okay. What supports or complicates? Balance, decisions. Ooh, there's your Knight of Cups. Okay. Things are just falling out of the bottom of the deck for you. Where are we going? Oh, there's something that makes you sad. Okay. Let me take a look at your information, your cards from the previous couple of readings. So you had, let's see here, Hierophant, World, Chariot, Three of Pentacles, Empress, Four of Cups. Three of Cups is what you were in last week. Four of Swords, Six of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Again, you were using the Ten of Wands last week to get into the Five of Swords. Excuse me. Okay, so the energy you started in last week, you are ending in this week. So there was a journey. And again, I keep saying week. I'm going to do that for all of the readings. I need everybody to know when I say week, I mean month, because I'm doing a reading for November, and then I'll see you guys again in December. And if I can get to you before then, hallelujah. That means the child has ended her sleep regression cycle and has cut her teeth, and we can move into a couple weeks of calmness. Until then, I'm sorry. Um, so you're moving back into the 3 of Cups because I think that you did some work, right? So you must have made some changes here. And the 10 of Wands is what you used to transition last week. Okay, so that's supportive energy. You liked it, and so you're back here again. Okay, so the 10 of Wands here, it shows up with a lot of work, like borderline overextending yourself, borderline struggle, borderline burden. You have harvested all of your wands and it's been a struggle, right? But you're the last of it, you're getting to your barn. It's going to happen come hell or high water. Okay? That's where you're at this week. And what you're being balanced with here is quite literally balance. Justice brings to you the scales of balance, right? It's truth. It's justice. Um it's cause and effect. It's responsibility, right? It's decision. Okay. Okay. So justice is here asking you to find a little bit of balance going forward, right? Everything you do has um an effect, right? We're going to go back to cause and effect. Everything you do has an effect. So there's a challenge here for you to take it to stop, put down your hard work, put down your burden and take a look at what's actually going on. Okay? So that's the encouragement for you here this week. You're stepping out of this sort of like emotionally feely, intuitive sensitive sort of feeling. Like you've been there, um, you've mastered it, and you're stepping out of it. And what's bringing you out of this emotion, what's bringing you out of this sensitive side, this intimate side, this loving side is creativity, right? This is enthusiasm, it's courage, it's you are growing leaves on a stick, okay? There there is creativity here. There's fire, right? There's confidence, right? And so that is bringing you out of your emotional side and it's bringing you into a situation where there's some regret. And I'm just pausing because I'm wondering if you decided to put down some of your hard work and you're feeling like, "Oh, I really should have done more." We're going to clarify. But the 5 of cups does not have to be about regret. It's just an acknowledgement that you might be hit with something that doesn't go exactly the way that you'd like it to go, and to just be thankful for what you have. And that's a really beautiful message, right? I think we beat ourselves up quite a bit, in this world, and, it would be easy to go, "Shoulda did more, shoulda tried harder, I shoulda did this," but this is a reminder to say, "Hey, okay, but this is what we have, and we're super thankful to have that," right? And so you're coming down into the 3 of Cups because I think that you do know that, right? There is celebration there. There's community here. There's dancing, there's coming together with your people. Let's clarify that 5, please. Temperance. Okay, so again, balance. Be Virgo. Back. Temperance encourages you literally to be balanced, to be temperate. Okay. The 6 of Pentacles is all about the haves and have nots. It's again bringing you the scales here, balance. Okay. Sharing when you can, letting others share with you when you need it to be shared. It's all about balance. And then you have the Tower card here because there is something unexpected that happened. So we're not getting any clarification on what this is, right? This is something that you did not expect to have happen, and then you are being encouraged when it happens to be even keeled about it because in the end you're going to be okay. All right, let's clarify that 3 of Cups, please. I see ya. Oop, I got a little careless there. Felt excited. Ace of Wands, creativity, fire, confidence. 9 of Pentacles, refinement, self-discipline, self-reliance, abundance, Hierophant. Okay. Um this is interesting, isn't it? That I pulled 3. I don't normally pull 3. I normally pull 2. But 3 popped out on the top and I apparently have OCD. Um let's see here. The reason I'm being quiet and doing the horse breathing in the microphone, sorry about that, is because I'm wondering if I'm pulling 3 people. 'Cause I normally don't pull 3, but you have your 3 here. So instead of this, like, happy, joyous situation, which it could be a happy, joyous situation that is full of this sort of, like, it's a creative endeavor that, gives you this abundance. It gives you self-reliance, self-discipline. I know it provides a little structure here. There's conformity here. There's learning here, or there's teaching here. Or quite literally, this just could be 3 separate people. You have a brand new energy here that is a fireball, right? Ace of Wands. This is all about, like, light it up, and then you have somebody here who's very refined. Okay, they have it together. They're very self-reliant. And then you have somebody here who is structured, who is teacher, who is yeah, they're, parent, grandparent. I think these are people. These are the people that you're gonna lean into, celebrate with. There's something here. Can you I'm just gonna ask generally, can you clarify anything? What are we talking about here? What is gonna happen for Virgo? Can you give us anything? Uh Movement, fast, divinely guided movement, travel. Okay. Something new. There's a new situation here. We're birthing something new. Again, something new here of being trustworthy, being practical, being prosperous. It's a birth of that fast moving chariot, divine guidance. There's a new path. There's a fast moving new path happening. Let's take a look at the bottom of the deck. So you have the Knight of Swords. Again, that fast moving energy, right? Clear communication, being direct, being authoritative. Okay. Interesting. Self-limiting beliefs, bondage, materialism, feeling restricted, or not conforming. Take a look here. There's that tower. And there's a change. Oh, birth phone to the star. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So something is happening very fast. Okay. And it makes you feel like your hands are tied. And it is unexpected, right? Or there's revelation, or it is um yeah, it's just sudden change. It just seems like it's going really quick. Um and it is a change, right? The wheel of fortune brings us change. It's destiny, it's a turning point. But it comes into the star, right? So I think in the end it's all going to be um exactly where it needs to be. Everybody's going through exactly what they need to be going through with you, Virgo. Yeah, that's the overall energy of coming out of the energy, the emotional energy. Um, while you're rooted in hard work, you need to find the balance for it. Be thankful for what you have and celebrate the people that are showing up for you here. The Ace of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, the Hierophant. Because in the end, there's something that's changing here for you very quickly. Um, but that in the end, it's going to be okay. It's got a path. It's got a path to take. And yeah, if we're looking at this here, we've got the authority card here, the Emperor again, structure, authority, um, celebration. There is some type of happy here. There's the type of celebration for you here. There's like a true connection or a truce. The Two of Cups can be like a soulmate card, or it could be like a truce within yourself or with somebody else. Yeah, feeling like you need to defend yourself, but again, that Knight of Cups is showing up for you. So even though you're coming out of the Knight of Cups, right? Um, we talk about this all the time. You're coming out of the Knight of Cups, but it doesn't mean that like you've abandoned your emotional side. It doesn't mean that you're no longer sensitive or loving or intimate. It just means that you're ready to move out of that energy and into another energy. So it can definitely show back up for you because you probably have a good foundation in it. Okay. So Virgo, obviously I'm packing up. Sorry. Um thank you so much for showing up. I hope that the rest of the month goes really, really good for you and everything goes the way it should go. Um, but then if it doesn't, that's okay, right? Because you know how to be thankful for what you do have. And you have Gary, the panic turtle, for all of your panicking needs, should you need him. Okay? Okie dokie. You guys, I am long-winded. What are we in here? Going on 2 hours. I am sorry. Get into it. Okay, we'll shuffle this out. Please clear Virgo. Hey, whoa, whoa. And give us Libra. Show us Libra, please. Show us Ooh, I think I'm getting tired. Here's what I'm thinking. It is late. It is late for me. And we've got Libra, Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn, Aquarius, and Pisces to do. So we've done 6. Let me call it. I'll upload these 6 that we did, and then I will do the next 6 hopefully tomorrow night, and we'll get that uploaded ASAP. And I hope that that's okay because that's what's happening. So, okay. Thank you so much for showing up. Oh, that's perfect. I'm pretty sure my phone just died. So, that's when it's meant to happen, right? Thank you so much. And I look forward to seeing any comments that you may have. And, if I can do a live, let's do a live so that you can participate. I'll put it out there. We'll do an announcement. That way you can ask me questions. And we may pare it down. Like maybe we can do a live, the first week of the month or something. We'll just focus on the first, I don't know, 4 we're gonna figure something out. That way everybody has an opportunity to show up and just ask some questions. That's the beauty of having such a small channel. I don't have, 900 people that I have to ignore to get to one person's question, right? Or to, put on screen, like, the person who paid me $5, right? What happens on the other channels. And I'm not saying the tarot channels. I'm saying all the other channels I watch. So thank you for showing up. And I appreciate you. And we are going to see you next time. Bye.